So first of all, good day, Sir Barcarce. So the first question is, what is my insight now on using indigenous research designs to get reliable information to the participants and to this research article lecture in general? So for me, gathering information from indigenous research design, I understand that it should focus on pakikisama, or the desire to get along with people, to socialize well with indigenous people specifically. And as they will tend to invite interviewers and be welcome to their occasion, it is a way of showing their hospitality. And in this way, you can gain their trust and have reliable data or information you needed. But I think you must know your limitations and be cautious for your security purposes, because we all know that pakikisama to strangers are somehow risky. Also, I think to be able to start research designs on indigenous people is to be informed on their beliefs, traditions, for you to be free from misunderstanding of the people there. Also, to be focused on your missions or objectives and not dwell on doing any unnecessary activities that is not related and will not benefit the interview. So, you will avoid having difficulties of your conducting of interview with indigenous people. Overall, I can say that being able to matches their hospitality, and before you can start interview, you can aim to achieve your purpose of interviewing indigenous people in their town or in their community. So the second question is, Western approach utilizing tools and methods in conducting research is sophisticated. And when does innovations and indigenous research style be effective, and will disregard the Western style? For me, having to study indigenous people is such a privilege to us as an interviewer, as they have different culture, tradition or practices, spirituality, protocols, language, and vision. This will be useful to explore different approaches in life. And it is when indigenous people realize their importance in the advancement of modern science and technology, culture, community, language, and education. Upon knowing so, they will continue to thrive or grow on cultivating and maintaining different approaches in life. They will have their pride on their own knowledge and culture. Even though Western style is applicable to some topics, however, in this article, Western way of life is different to indigenous people, and it will really be difficult in terms of communication, religion, culture, education, available sources, and etc. Especially their way of clothing style would be misunderstood to have bad intentions by indigenous people, and that would result of turning them down your offer of help, and you will not gain reliable data or information and have them interview and data analysis, as well as it is not cost effective, as you should have a budget to know socio-economic profile and democratic profile of indigenous people. And even though it has validation from Western approach, it is still invaluable to conduct a research based on objectives using Western style. Overall, Western life is not much to a way of life of rural area, that's why it is not possible.